trees or wires.
These 3 provinces right now. So we know that there are a lot of backup crews that are coming in, specifically in Nova Scotia. They've got contractors from other provinces that are going to be helping them, including New Brunswick, Ontario, and Quebec.
Headed down for breakfast. It's because power's back on. Got our Holiday Inn breakfast. More pancakes. It's been a reliable mainstay.
Had some French toast today.
That was a new one.
Yeah.
So, vlog update. After the power went off last night, it was off for probably about 2 hours or so.
Maybe a little more than that.
Yeah, Francisco said it came on around 9:30.
Yeah.
It got both of us up. Well, awake. I didn't get out of bed, but Francisco got up to start plugging things in because we went to bed around 9. Like, the power was out. There wasn't much we could do.
Yeah.
So power came back on around 9:30, but we still didn't have the most restful sleep. There were just noises and stuff. And,
yeah.
So we just got back from breakfast, and I think what we should do is kind of check out how the weather's looking. I heard there's still some high winds places, but I think we're still gonna head towards Nova Scotia today and just kind of play the day by ear. I don't know how close we'll actually get to make it to Halifax because it's still, most of the damage was kind of centered around there.
Yeah, there have been lots of warnings actually to stay off the road and everything, but we're gonna kind of ignore that.
Well, I think that's mostly around Halifax. For complete ignorance, and just try to go to other places.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think there's still like hundreds of thousands of people without power around Halifax and stuff. A lot of downed trees and damage and stuff. We've been watching the news since we got up. Yeah, that's the plan. We're gonna head that way, see what we can do, and then it's Sunday.
Correct.
So we have a
we
couple
essentially have
of days.
Today, tomorrow, and Tuesday.
Well,
spend
part of the
Wednesday
day
driving
Tuesday.
back. Yeah.
Because we can't, yeah, so.
Yeah, so.
We got a couple days to figure something out, so see what happens. I saw a video on Instagram about a really long line for Tim Hortons in Nova Scotia. New Brunswick isn't much different.
No,
that's the line for the drive-through to Tim Hortons.
A legit line for Tim Hortons. And it goes back around here.
I haven't thought about getting some Tim Hortons because they have a pumpkin iced cap I'd like to try. Is this the same air we got that one time?
Yesterday.
Alright, so one of our tires apparently has low tire pressure, so we're gonna try this.
So I guess
again.
I'm gonna do one at a time and just see if that goes away.
Okay. It's in Nova Scotia.
Yeah.
So we've made it into Nova Scotia. As you can see, this light has no power. I think this city is called Amherst.
You don't actually see any lights on it anywhere.
And I think the last we saw on the news, like over 300,000 people still had no power in Nova Scotia. That was what, like 6 times as many people in New Brunswick?
Yeah.
And Nova Scotia is a much smaller area to begin with. We've just been driving through, and I think so far the worst we've seen is some trees down. I've only seen one like fairly sizable one. Thankfully not any huge property damage that we've seen so far. It's a lot of leaves in the road and stuff like that.
But even this is still be more on like the edges of them.
Yeah, this, oh, that's a big one.
They're over here.
Yeah, so there's some bigger trees down here and there. Here's a big one. This one completely ripped out of the ground. Are you gonna try and go past them or what?
Yeah, I guess not.
He's saying you can.
Man, it's fucking early.
Not sure what happened here.
Sure.
And then there's this tree. This tree's completely down. So, I mean, obviously, we don't know if this is all hurricane damage, but there's some stuff here.
Yeah.
Looks like the metal roofing was torn off the roof. Okay, we finally found a gas station that looks like it actually has power. Francisco's been a little worried that we might have to go back to New Brunswick, and it's had him very much on edge because we weren't sure if any gas stations were going to have electricity. We finally found one in Truro, so we're gonna get some gas. So it's super windy outside, not sure if you can hear any of that, but Francisco's inside paying at the gas station. And then I don't know what he's gonna be willing to do. We don't know what the situation's gonna be like in Halifax. We're probably still 2 hours outside of Halifax. I don't know, we could take a chance and drive over there, but if there isn't a lot of electricity and that's still being worked on to be restored, we might still have to backtrack at some point, which would be unfortunate. But I don't know, once Francisco gets back in the car, then we'll decide from there and see if we'll move on to Nova Scotia or what. I think the thing we definitely have to cut is the Cabot Trail, the Cape Breton National Highlands Park, which was like more on the northern part of the island, northern part of Nova Scotia, but it's pretty like isolated up there, so it would be hard to find gas and a place to stay on a good day. We're on the road to Nova Scotia. Saw that Smokes Poutinerie was open. Are you happy?
Yeah.
So we're pretty much arriving in Nova Scotia, and
No, we've been in Nova Scotia right now.
sorry, Halifax, and as you can see, there was no power at that light, no power at this light, so we know that a lot of the city is still without power. So we did check, and we're heading towards Smokes Poutinerie now for lunch, because we did see that they are open. Hopefully that doesn't mean like everybody flocked there and ate them out of poutine.
Yeah.
But we'll see when we get there. I mean, it's 2:30 now, so it's still a reasonable time if we need to turn back or something.
Yeah, this was kind of our like uncertainty adventure day.
I couldn't see what they were doing. Here's a big intersection without any power.
It's like a, I guess it's like a 5-way. But with
It's a
like turn
slow
lanes and
way.
everything. Like a bunch of traffic and a bunch of turn lanes. 1 second, but it'll come back.
I want to go climb on it. Oh, I seen somebody take a picture of that earlier. They were sitting on the bench, but like upside down. We're at Smokes Poutinerie. We got our first bowl of official poutine.
I'll be back.
Got our vegetarian donair. I think we're just gonna pop squat here.
All in.
And we can eat on the Nova Scotia Harbour. Or Halifax Harbour, whatever. A vegetarian donair.
Okay.
Let me know what you think. It is interesting.
It's actually like sweet.
That's what I said. I feel like you don't listen to me. So instead of like a tzatziki sauce, it has the donair sauce, which is a lot sweeter. I think they used to have hammocks here,
Okay, that makes sense.
but they probably had to take them down from the storm. Just got at this place called Sugah ice cream. Here's our ice cream. We just got the blueberry. There he is. He's over there. Get him.
Oh, wait for it.
The wind was so strong yesterday that it knocked down this light pole. Just kidding. I don't know what their official name is, but I heard someone call them the drunk light posts. So I think that one's funny. I don't remember if I mentioned this, but Nova Scotia actually translates to New Scotland, so I saw they have this New Scotland Clothing Co. store, but we're not sure what language Nova Scotia is actually in. These X's on the windows, that's the thing people do for hurricanes, right?
Yeah.
So we think that's the bridge to Dartmouth?
It's a bridge to Dartmouth, yes. I don't know if it's the bridge.
So we think we'll drive a bridge to Dartmouth tomorrow because our hotel is there.
Yes.
Oh, today we were backtracking to Truro, which was about an hour from here, but we could get a better rate for our points, and they had availability, and Francisco called to make sure they had power.
Yeah.
Did you see those army trucks?
No, I didn't know.
Are they coming to assist?
Maybe.
I know they sent like army soldiers to help with the cleanup efforts.
Yeah.
Why'd you leave the air on? It's so cold. It's a joke. I know you didn't actually leave the air on. Here's the Holiday Inn bathroom. This is our first actual Holiday Inn. That's not a Holiday Inn Express. Got our 2 queen beds. It's very cold in here.